Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. Today's topic about Old English religious or Christian poetry. Beside non-Christian and pre-Christian poetical works, there came out the bulk of Anglo-Saxon poetry under the Christian inspiration. Actually, it was religious in theme and Christian in tone. Anglo-Saxon poetry received much impetus from the conversion of the English people to Christianity. In theme and spirit, it was entirely different from pagan heroic poetry. Soon after this conversion, Anglo-Saxon poetry had a ready and steady growth. In this rise of religious poetry, mostly two names, Caedmon and Cenulf, along with Bede of course, are found to carry almost the entire glory. In his ecclesiastical history, Bede tells the story of the lay brother Caedmon, who by divine inspiration was transformed from a state of tongue-tied ineffectiveness into that of poetical ecstasy. He became a monk and afterward sang of many biblical events. Bede quotes in his story the hymn said to have been composed by Caedmon, 9 lines in length. It displays to a remarkable degree the qualities of repetition and parallel phrasing. This is all that is actually known of the life and works of Caedmon, the pioneer of English Christian poetry. His religious revelation might seem incredible to modern life, yet his literary aptitude and creative urge are not ignoble. His works are no myth, but their authenticity is doubtful. Yet his revelation and literary inspiration show the impact of the conversion. His contribution is quite substantial. The Genesis, Exodus, Daniel, and 3 shorter poems under the title Christ and Satan are of unequaled merit. At best, they are strong and spirited with some gift for descriptive writing and choice of incident. At worst, they are tedious paraphrases of the biblical stories. All this only fan the flame of authenticity doubt, but his originality lies in his power to give a national color to the biblical stories. Judea and the Hebrews are presented respectively as England and its people. Though not of a very high order, Caedmonian paraphrases are quite simple, earnest in religious passion, and what is more, contain realistic touches. Cenulf, the Northumbrian churchman, was a much greater poet. 4 poems contain his signature in runic characters: Juliana, Elena, Christ, and the fates of the apostles. He fell not to the Bible but to his originality. All his works are therefore illustrative of his intensive feeling as a devout Christian. In this respect, his 150-line poem, The Dream of the Rood, should particularly be mentioned. Undoubtedly, it is the finest of all Old English religious poems. In its intensity of feeling, brilliance of conception, and certainty of execution, it shows Cenulf as a real artist, poet, and Christian. Christ here is the young hero, and his disciples are the faithful warriors. In it, the primitive Teutonic spirit is still there. The sign poems are much more scholarly compositions than the Caedmon poems. There is a greater power of experience, surer technique, and real descriptive powers. The ideas are broader and deeper, and a certain lyrical quality is found at times. If Caedmon is a native poet with a spontaneous inspiration, Cenulf is a real artist with scholarly acquirements, psychological introspection, and Christian passion. If one is epical, other elegiac. Unlike Caedmon, Cenulf wrote not simply on Christ but his teaching and inspiration. Though all these poems are genuinely inspired and worked out with an ardent Christian feeling, they bore the Teutonic mood and spirit as well.